Could the missing piece for the Commanders' Super Bowl run already have a first and last name? The season has barely started, and the Washington Commanders have already shown they mean business. After making waves with the arrivals of Deebo Samuel and Laramie Tunsil, a new question is stirring up NFL circles. Could Christian McCaffrey be the next to wear the Burgundy and Gold? According to rumors, the 49ers are reshaping their roster, seeking youth and salary cap relief. Veteran names have already been released, and McCaffrey, despite being an established star, is starting to look tradable. A brilliant player, no doubt, but at 29 years old, with a hefty salary and coming off a season limited by injury, his future in San Francisco is uncertain. That's where the Commanders come into play. Picture this: McCaffrey joins Austin Ekeler and Brian Robinson Jr., forming a formidable trio in the backfield. A constant threat both running and catching passes. But there's more. He could share the field with his younger brother, Luke McCaffrey, recently drafted by Washington. A story of brothers, talent, and a unique opportunity to end their careers side by side. Poetry in the form of football. But the surprises don't end there. While many expected Trey Hendrickson to land in the capital, GM Adam Peters shocked everyone by signing TJ Muringa, a former rugby player from Zimbabwe. It might seem like a strange move, but Coach Dan Quinn is determined to find physical and tactical solutions to stop plays like the Eagles' tush-push. And who better than someone trained in scrums and rucks for that? Now back to Hendrickson. He's still available. And if the Bengals don't resolve his contract situation, Washington could definitely return to the negotiation table. An elite edge rusher is still a major need. And we can't talk about 2025 without mentioning the name that's becoming the face of the franchise, Jayden Daniels. The young QB has already shown composure under pressure, athletic ability, and leadership, and according to Dan Quinn himself, the next step is to sharpen his mechanics and body positioning. If he evolves in that area, get ready to witness an unstoppable quarterback. The cherry on top, the new arsenal at Daniels' disposal. Alongside McLaurin, he now has Deebo Samuel, a true nightmare for any defense. A player who doesn't just change the game, but energizes the locker room. And when you combine that with a versatile backfield and an offensive line reinforced with Laramie Tunsil, the sky's the limit. The message is clear. The Commanders aren't just here to compete, they're here to win. So, Washington fan, do you believe Christian McCaffrey is the missing piece to take this team to the Super Bowl? And Trey Hendrickson, is he still worth pursuing? With this new offensive formation, the Commanders are no longer a promise. They're a real threat in the NFC. Dan Quinn knows it. The coach, known for his defensive mindset, now has an offensive machine ready to run over any defense that dares to underestimate Washington. The combination of speed, versatility, and football IQ could turn the Commanders' offense into one of the most unpredictable in the league. And it's not just on offense where the transformation is taking place. The arrival of TJ Muringa, though still surrounded by uncertainty, represents the aggressive and innovative philosophy of the new leadership. Quinn and Peters are willing to take risks, to break away from the conventional, to find talent from every corner of the globe, literally. The plan is clear: build a physical, intelligent team ready for the biggest challenges. And speaking of challenges, the 2025 schedule won't be easy. The NFC East remains a true jungle. The Eagles, with their dominant O-line, and the Cowboys, always dangerous, are obstacles that demand elite preparation. But this time, Washington doesn't enter as an underdog. They come in as a contender, as a threat, as the team to beat. And it all revolves around a young, talented core that starts with Jayden Daniels. What we saw from him in 2024 was just the beginning. If he continues this upward trajectory, improving his field vision, timing, and pocket presence, there's no doubt we've got a franchise quarterback ready to make history. Now imagine this offense at full force, with McCaffrey healthy, Ekeler and Robinson rotating efficiently, Deebo and McLaurin attacking defenses from all angles, and Daniels confidently delivering passes. It's a nightmare for defensive coordinators. This is the kind of team that turns tough games into wins and stands strong when the playoffs arrive. Adam Peters has already shown he's not afraid to dream big, and more importantly, to act boldly. The Deebo Samuel move was already a masterstroke. Tunsil protects Daniels' blind side. Muringa could be a secret weapon against tricky plays. And McCaffrey might be the final piece in a championship equation. So, Commanders fan, the question is clear. Do you think the team should go all in for Christian McCaffrey? And what about Hendrickson? Should he still be a top target? Comment below and let's build this debate together. And hey, speaking as a Washington Commanders fan, I can't hide my excitement about what's happening. For the first time in a long while, we're not just reacting to what's happening in the league, we're setting the pace. The arrival of Adam Peters changed the front office mentality. Now we've got vision, boldness, and strategy. This is new. This is special. Seeing names like Deebo Samuel and Laramie Tunsil join was already heart-pounding. But imagining Christian McCaffrey in this offense, man, that would be explosive. McCaffrey is the kind of player who can change a game in one play. He's a once-in-a-generation talent, and having the chance to see him play alongside his brother in Washington will be unforgettable, not just for the skill set, but for the emotion involved. And let's be real, the Super Bowl isn't out of reach. Not at all. Jayden Daniels has shown he's got what it takes to be the guy. And with a roster like this around him, it's hard not to dream big. We're no longer in that eternal rebuild phase. Now it's time to compete. Now it's time to win. As for Trey Hendrickson, I still think we should keep him on the radar. A dominant pass rusher like him could be the finishing touch on our defense. But with or without Hendrickson, one thing is certain. The Commanders are climbing back to the top, and anyone underestimating this team in 2025 is in for a big surprise. As a fan, watching this transformation happen in real time is beyond exciting. We're not talking about random gambles or endless rebuilds. We're witnessing a clear plan being executed, piece by piece, move by move. The coaching staff believes. The roster believes. And for the first time in a long time, the fans believe too. And that's powerful. Because when you combine talent, a winning culture, and confidence in your quarterback, you've got the perfect ingredients for a run to the top. Jayden Daniels is just getting started. But what he showed at the end of last season was franchise QB material. He's got poise, vision, escapability, arm strength. And now he has an arsenal any team would envy. Deebo Samuel is the type of player who sets the game on fire. Laramie Tunsil will protect Daniels like few can. And if McCaffrey really comes, then, my friend, this offense enters another dimension. A machine ready to explode at any moment. And that's without even mentioning the defense. If Hendrickson joins with the mentality Dan Quinn brings, this team could become a nightmare on both sides of the ball. And even without him, the aggressiveness and intelligence of this coaching staff are enough to keep us competitive in any scenario. But above all, what excites me most is that the Commanders are finally positioning themselves as a real team. Not just to look good, not just to make the playoffs, but to win, to fight, to become champions. That feeling had been dormant in us, and now it's coming back strong. That's what makes the possible arrival of McCaffrey so symbolic. It's not just a signing. It's a statement. A message to the entire NFL. Washington is back. And we're here to win. While the whole league watches, waiting for Washington to stumble, we know something different is happening. Because this isn't just about big names or huge contracts. It's about identity. It's about building a team that represents the grit of a city that never stopped believing, even through the tough years. Watching this team come together, seeing Dan Quinn's leadership take shape, Adam Peters' boldness in every move, and Jayden Daniels' evolution, it's like witnessing the birth of a new era. An era where the Commanders don't ask for respect. They take it. Every addition, every practice, every game will be a chance to show that Washington is ready. Ready to be a contender. Ready to silence the critics. Ready to turn dreams into reality. And if McCaffrey joins my friend, brace yourself for this offense. Because with him, Daniels, Deebo, McLaurin, Eckler, and company, we're talking about one of the most dangerous groups in the league. A group that can destroy defenses with short passes, explosive runs, and unpredictable plays. And with a solid O-line and an aggressive defensive system, this team will be a problem for any opponent. But above all, what matters most is the energy building around this team. The fans feel it. The city feels it. The vibe has changed. And when that connection between the team and the fans happens, big things are on the horizon. Direct hit, so don't waste any time. Comment below. Do you think the Commanders should go all in for Christian McCaffrey? And what do you think of the aggressive style of the new front office? If you enjoyed this content, leave a like, subscribe now to the Commanders Fan News Today channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. The 2025 season is just getting started, and it promises to be an epic journey. And here, you'll follow every step of it with passion, analysis, and that fan energy only those who live and breathe Washington can understand. Hail to the Commanders, and see you in the next video.